Hello! For my first official episode of my channel of How to LARP. Gonna go into the very specifics of LARPing. So, through the journey of this channel, should go from like the beginning of what is a LARP, of where to find a LARP, and get in the community. Pretty simple, Facebook, join. I'll discuss this later, and making a character. Then, the episode after that, how to get garbed up, how to, get your weapon, and general guidelines of what to bring. But making guidelines and what to bring would be the next episode. But right now, what is a LARP? A LARP is an acronym for live action role playing. Role playing that you can make your own role in a world where someone else made it up, and other characters have built upon it, where you have the possibility of adding another layer of it, and maybe a legacy, maybe just a character, a memorable person, maybe it's just another person to add more flavor to it, because flavor is very important, just like my chili. So much flavor in that chili. So, and it's important that you select a LARP that it gets you in the core. It's something that you're interested in, something you like to do. You like combat, it's out there. If you like, Star Wars, it's out there. If you like zombie apocalypse, it's out there. You just gotta look. Amazing thing called Google. And one thing you probably figure out about live action role playing. It's similar to Dungeons and Dragons, but it's more personal interaction than pen and paper. You get a lot more done in 8 hours than in a pen and paper sometimes. But sometimes, a lot of times, you get more stuff in a pen and paper, Dungeons and Dragons than LARPing. So, alright. So, character GM system. Your character interact with the GM or non-player characters. And a lot of stuff you have to use your imagination for. And also pretend that one person wearing a sash is one thing and another. So something you don't get too used to. If they have good costuming, that is great. That's like the high-end, high immersion LARP. There's also low immersion, and there's, the scale. There's high immersion, low immersion, low combat, that, no physical contact. It kind of turns into rock, paper, scissors or something equivalent to high combat. You need, gear for what they're using. We're in the middle, Bopper style. Basically, you have padded, weapons. You're hitting each other with it. And, calling out numbers. Basically a live version of Dungeons and Dragons. So you have, your hit points you memorize, and you're calling out numbers. On the other spectrum of the more serious route, it could be doing King's Rules, where you got hit in the arm, can't use your arm, hit in the leg, etc., etc. Head, you're gone. Torso, you're gone. you have armor, you get another hit. So it's all up to your kind of personal preference and taste. Is it important that if you're gonna get in this hobby and you're gonna get invested in it, if you really get into it, that you love it. Overall, to your core, you love it. So, it brings to where can you find it? There's a mystical person who can answer this question. Friend to many. Many. You could find this mystical person. Land of the interwebs. This person's called Google. If you're feeling witty, Bing. So, there's larping.org. LARPer. It can help. You can also, look it up on, just Googling it in, like, your state, county, whatever, whatnot, and LARPing, or Facebook, or, popular social media. So, and you never hurt to ask around. So establish what it is, there's a different scale and where to find it. Now, when you find it, it's very helpful that you, talk to the community to, figure out, what they're about, gauge the people, what to bring, what to expect, whatever, whatnot. What needs you have to personally provide, like sleeping, food, bathrooms, etc., etc., etc. Cover your personal needs. And what else do you need to bring? And I'll go to much deeper detail in another video. So, after getting the whole introduction, it's important to introduce yourself. To give the lay of the land, like I just discussed, and also maybe help figure out the character, and also figure out what role you could play is also a good thing to know. You're going to be a support role, you're going to be, up in, the enemy's face, or you're going to be more of a thinker, strategy, shooting out spells, arrows, whatnot, range fire, fighter, non-combative, could just be a merchant, whatever, whatnot. Your desire could be just running it in, selling gummy bears, getting all the money. And your prerogative, if you get bored with that when you have a whole pile of coin, because money does, make things happen. You can start going adventuring, whatever route tickles your fancy. So when you get established in the community, they will generally direct you to the rulebook. Read it cover to cover. You definitely get down to what happens when you die. That's a very important. Learn it. Learn it. Learn it. Learn it. Figure out, what happens when you die. It's very important. And you're not there lying on the ground, or you're just like, you didn't know, like, I got hit a couple times and I think I was 0 hit points. If you're like brand new and you didn't know that, and you're still walking around and people are like going, you should be going down now. And you go, oh. It's it's okay if you're new doing that, but you know, it's good to, you know, have a good idea if you fault happen and what happens. And you know, just going down and being unconscious, it's not the end, you know. Something could happen. This could be, you know, a part of character development. Could open up, you know, a lesson for you and your character. Could, you know, you could come across someone to revive you, and things could happen. So, reading the rulebook also helps you figure out what role you want to take, and also your backstory. And it's also good to know at least a little bit about the world, like what corner your character came from, like what backgrounds, what's the world like, you know, what class, you know, like your lower class, your poor, middle class, working class, you know, peasant, merchant, farmer, whatever, to something higher in that, slightly richer, you know. When you go higher and higher, you probably have to talk to a dungeon master. So, talking to a dungeon master can be good to flesh out your background, and also lower backstory. And, you know, reading the rulebook or discuss. And also, you could have a really nifty combination of, you know, like certain skills could really, you know, make your character different. So, and also, part of your backstory, try to avoid both parents that died, claiming revenge type of thing that's been done. So, maybe have a new spin on different things. A refreshing, you know, backstory, reason why you came here, you know, reason why you came to these lands, reason why you did what you did. You know, have a reason, and have a happy story, a sad story, and a funny story to tell. And also, you know, figure out what your character likes and dislikes. You know, you go very in detail. And I managed to have, you know, certain, like, my character's favorite food. It just kind of happened in-game, and I just kind of ran with it. And there's a story I'll probably tell in a later time about that. And the world could shape your character through experiences and through events, and having other people join, you know, part of your backstory makes things a little more interesting, and also makes things kind of worse for your character, but it makes it more richer. So there we are. Remember, in LARPing, real life comes first, and safety also comes first. So, stay hydrated, and happy LARPing.